Hi, my name is Renee Daggett, and I'm a certified QuickBooks consultant and tax preparer. In this webinar, we will be learning how to manage your expenses in QuickBooks. Grab a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes. This will be your homework list. Write down the topics that you want to go back and review more carefully. Thank you for allowing me to share how QuickBooks can help you manage your expenses. Now let's get started.
Today's webinar topic is called Managing Expenses. We will be discussing the following objectives. We're going to be setting up vendors, and I'm going to walk you through that. And we're going to talk about 1099 vendors and give you some information on 1099s. We're going to teach you how to write checks for when your vendor is a cash vendor, but we're also going to talk about credit vendors where they extend credit to you and where you need to enter a bill and then pay a bill. I'll show you how to print a batch of checks within QuickBooks, and then we'll go into detail on entering credit card charges and credits into QuickBooks. And then we'll review some reports, specifically the unpaid bills detail report and how that will help you in managing your expenses. So let's get started. And I will pull up our sample company file here. This company file is called ABC Construction. It's a construction company, but we can relate it to any industry that you guys are in. So what we're going to do is this screen that you see here is called the Vendor Center. How I got there is just by clicking on this icon right here where it says Vendor Center. You can also access it by clicking on the top menu bar and then just going one down where it says Vendor Center right there. So let's set up a vendor. You can do that by clicking on this little box here, which just says New Vendor. I am a keyboard person, and I love keeping my hands on the keyboard because I seem to work faster that way. So a great shortcut is hitting Control-N for New, and then this comes right up. I'm going to hit the Escape key to kind of go back to our screen here. And for those of you that like to click using your mouse, we'll do that as well. So click on New Vendor. And let's just set up, how about something easy like AT&T. And I'm not going to spend the whole time filling out every category or every box here, but let me just fill this out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, Main Street, Morgan Hill, and we'll put in a zip. What I really like is the email portion of this where I can put in, I'll just put in my email address because I can usually type and speak at the same time. But what I would encourage you to do is put in the person's name here, their phone number, maybe a cell phone number, whatever contact information that you have for them. Do not put anything in this opening balance box. Just not a good idea. What it does, it just lumps the total amount that you owe them into your accounts payable, and it will be very difficult to pay those bills moving forward if you're just starting your company file. So just know not to enter anything there. This box down here, what I like about this is I can call this vendor AT&T. The last 4 numbers of our phone number is 9640, and say I had several telephone numbers that I'm paying, whether it be a cell phone or several landlines that I'm paying for. This helps me identify who that vendor is, but I can just put, AT&T, and that's how it will print on the check. A lot of times I use this feature when I have vendors that I use it for different functions. Let me give you an example. Say a real estate investor, and you were paying your mortgage, and you had several loans with Wells Fargo. So I might call the vendor name Wells Fargo dash Main Street, Wells Fargo dash Monterey Road. Something to identify that Wells Fargo vendor belongs with that property, that specific property, because that will really save you time when you go to write checks or enter bills, and I'll talk about that momentarily. But this is a great way to customize the vendor name, but have their legal name printed on the checks. If you notice, there are 3 tabs in this vendor setup area. This is just the basic information tab. This one here is additional information. I don't see people using this account number often at all, but if you have an account number and you want to put that in there, that's great. This is the first part is the type of customer that it is. AT&T, let's just call it a supplies. It really doesn't matter when it comes to this box here of what type of vendor this is. So just put in, and you can customize it. You can add a new, like let's do that, overhead. Because telephone is the overhead cost for this company. This box is going to be important for terms. Terms means what terms they extend to you. So let's just use 2% 10 net 30. This is a common terms to use. Typically it's due upon receipt or net 30, but this terms of 2% 10 net 30 means that I will get a 2% discount if I pay my bill within 10 days. Otherwise, my terms are that I need to pay the bill in 30 days. So we're going to just put that on there. If you have a credit limit, you can put in a credit limit there. I don't see this used too often, but for larger companies, it's good to put that in there. This area I want to spend a little time with. This is the tax ID number for 1099 vendors. Now, AT&T is not a 1099 vendor, but let's say this construction company has a subcontractor, ABC sub. And the rules are that you need to provide a 1099 for any subcontractor that provides you service, not product, just labor. And you, the person that's putting in the information, needs to check this box that they are eligible for a 1099 and then put in their tax ID. I hope that was helpful for you guys, that you learned about managing your expenses. I want you to get every deduction that is due to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching this webinar. I hope you were able to glean several ideas of how you can improve your QuickBooks file. Make sure you check out my website for complimentary documents, audios, and business tips to help you be successful. If you need more information, contact our office. Take care and see you soon.
To order our products, get free support tools, or for more information, visit our website at www.adminbooks.com. Email info@adminbooks.com or call us at 1-408-782-9640. To send a fax, 1-888-459-1117.